Still not dressed. Standing here for a week. In fact, standing here for 2 weeks. Got a cramp in my leg.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. You're right, actually.
Yeah. We haven't moved.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Oh, that's not cryptic at all.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
Why do I get the feeling he's got to be the Han Solo
Pretty
type?
much is the Han Solo.
Atton Rand.
He's your smarmy smuggler.
Shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
Yeah, he is.
He's the Han Solo. The witty
Security
smuggler.
claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another.
Ah, full
Take it
screen.
up
I
with
can
them
now
if you
read the
want.
subtitles.
But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
That Nick, Star Wars universe. Basic human rights don't exist.
Hey, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Peragus Mining Facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Peragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up. Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shell, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Peragus 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
Pop detonator?
I don't know, like those little blasting caps I expect you can't get anymore because of safety.
The exposed core
Little
you saw
pop caps you
flying
can,
in?
I don't
That
know.
hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroid, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. You can't trust the miner jumped up on Juma juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
Juma juice?
Drink.
You mean before or after that
You can't say alcohol,
Either way,
especially Disney in charge again.
You see, this Jedi show.
Disney weren't yet, were they?
No, but they are now.
Where there's one
No, it's
Jedi,
back
the
in
public
there.
will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty.
Disney are allowed to talk about alcohol, you know.
Well, what passes for the law?
Nah,
here
their
like
focus
that
groups
idea.
wouldn't allow it.
So the two groups
It like
started
ruin their
fighting.
merchandise deal.
Then there was some big explosion.
You're well aware of the whole thing about the Pirates of the Caribbean. Why is the rum gone? Where is
Yeah, that's
the rum?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right? Which is owned by
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange
Universal.
wants one as a trophy or somebody has
Disney.
something against
I mean,
Jedi.
Disney.
Don't play dumb.
Not many Jedi
How
left.
dare you? I don't
Wouldn't
play
surprise
dumb. I
me
am
if the
dumb.
bounty's pretty high.
You're not dumb, that's my point.
The exchange is a big crime outfit, mostly operate out of Nar Shaddaa.
Doesn't all
Spice
crime
running,
operate out of Nar
gun
Shaddaa?
trafficking, slave trading. Now, I
Most
guess
of it
the
seems
down
to.
is
Well,
the
it's
Jedi.
the Huts. They like that. They get a slice of the action.
Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Could be something personal, or just business. Either way, there aren't many Jedi left to do anything.
Lord business.
The ones
Sorry.
who weren't killed in the
feel
Jedi
free
Civil War
to-
ended up switching off the lightsabers.
Be a lot
long
of
ago.
conversation. You need to make it
Word
entertaining.
is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
So, good thing then. Judging by Jedi Council I know. And the one you'll get to know later.
Yeah, Revan, Malik, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
Away.
Long story.
Pretty much is a long
Well, I
story.
wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malik turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Ah yes. In the days before you could import your save file, here's how you select what happened in KOTOR 1.
I guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malik back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know, women. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
Why?
Well, considering his first reaction to you walking in
Now,
your underwear was
half-naked
basically to start
interrogation is a
drooling.
personal fantasy of mine, but
Yeah.
wait a minute.
And we
You're
all
that
know
Jedi
Sith
the
women are
miners
way
were
more
talking
open-minded than Jedi
about.
women.
Where is everybody?
Okay.
The miners can't all be,
And has better
but if
outfits.
they are, look,
But the Sith have always had better outfits.
let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
From inside the cell.
Just in case you don't understand the trouble we're in, let me lay it out for you. This facility is a series of mining tunnels dropping kilometers into the asteroid's core. Every worker and
So
droid
Star
here
Wars
has been
operates on the
cleared and
metric
triple
system.
cleared for hazardous operations. This facility has an operational threat level so high they don't let uncleared starships in system out of fear that an accidental engine discharge will create a very brief, very hot new sun in this sector. You know why? Because every asteroid in this orbiting minefield has deposits of Peragian fuel within it. That means when one decides to pop, its brothers and sisters are going to come along for the ride. One explosion, you might survive. But 100? 1,000? You'll be riding out of here on a comet trail, Jedi. So if something's gone wrong here, you can cling to the Force all you want. But nothing will stop this place from going critical. This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field, and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship, and then we fly out of here. Great. Now,
That was quick.
Wow, I'm Jedi. Two things.
Not getting changed, that.
Well, changed into what? We defined.
I don't know.
Here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here.
Well, I'm using the keyboard a good foot away from the screen.
Inside.
It's the Force, you see.
Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. Now, someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here, trapped.
Like rats.
Pretty
I
much.
doubt it.
Space rats.
Communications back.
One rats.
Yes,
Trying to
basically.
shut
I'm
us
trying to think of what they were.
We could try. But if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
You know Union guys.
Be my guest.
Star Wars have a
Not much
union.
else we can do. It's all yours.
What, trade unions in Star Wars?
Made in this period of Star Wars. And do these miners have one? I'm curious. Oh, more logs. It's always fun. It's Lando Calrissian.
Drifted into the asteroid field.
Sorry,
Not much on
moustache.
board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical, and the others to the
I don't think there are.
Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted
So
to
let's
the
get
Republic
Union.
with some answers.
Droids will need
Protocol
Union.
droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor,
No, when I type in trade unions, I get the Trade Federation.
Yes,
engine failure. He says the survivor was
There is a trade union, but that's in the Star Wars fanon, so it's not technically one. Trade Federation and
inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol.
yeah, there aren't. By the looks of it, there aren't any trade unions.
So
Oh
we left it in storage.
no,
for standby.
none official.
Don't know what code will access it. It could be its voice activated for all we know. We
Thank
put
you
the
for the
protocol
search of
droid to work
Wikipedia.
in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's a...
All these logs are rather sudden.
I found a blog which is about the economics of the Galactic Empire.
Quarter's mining crew wanted us to collect the credits for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedis, but nobody will... No word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebonhawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation
Drilled by a
tunnels nearly
laser.
caused the whole facility to blow.
Oh, that was interesting. No one. Ah, there's a utility droid. Yay! Ah, we're in blue vision. quite weird that they didn't actually stop. They
Here we are. Whilst the Star Wars prequels make numerous mentions of trade unions in the Republic, such references are absent in the later editions. There you go. That's about as much information as I can find on trade unions and Star Wars.
Well, it is welcome. Now we're playing as T3 again. Onwards, droid! I know.
I mean, there are things like the Freebooters Trade Union, but that's a black market organisation during the Galactic War.
Yeah, ain't black markets count them.
No, I know. That's the thing I'm finding. Things that were called.
The Huts would never allow a union.
Yeah. Well, no, they're called a trade union, but they're not actually.
No, it's a black market.
That's why it's called the Freebooters Trade Union. It's just the name for it. It's not actually a trade union. You know, it's like if you get a country that's called a democratic republic.
Yes,
It's not.
They're often not. Droid.
Yeah, the main thing I'm getting in this is trade federations. The mining guilds apparently was a powerful trade union.
Mining guilds is like something from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the trade unions are probably going to be more like guilds than actual sort of workers' rights entities, like they are in our world.
They group together on Saturdays to raid and WoW. Oh, and we found the Ebon Hawk. It's right there. We just can't get to it.
Yeah.
That was easy. Well, the whole point is you're now playing two different characters on two different sides of a facility that's locked down, trying to meet up with each other. Let's investigate further. Ah, droid! Boop boop. Oh, what?
I still think there's a strange design for those things.
The mine droids are...
Yeah, but they've got these massive guns on rather spindly bodies.
Are you an expert in making droids?
No. That doesn't mean I can't offer an opinion.
Not that spindly, though. They die too quickly.
And even then, I doubt the people who actually designed them for the game are experts.
Yeah,
A lot of it's just going to be aesthetics.
they look cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Generally how Star Wars operates, it looks cool. It doesn't matter if it makes no
Well,
sense.
there's a degree of practicality to them, I think.
That's load screen. And there's an alarm blaring in the background. Always a good sign. Hello. Oh, they're the fuel lines, by the way. We just walked through. Dead droid. Dead droid. Oh yeah.
So if that's a Mark 1, what's a Mark 2?
What?
Well, those were mining droids Mark 1.
I think the Mark 2s are bipedal. There's bipedal mining, but you can see mining droids later. I think the Mark 2s are a different number. Or the Mark 2, the ones with the shields. I don't know, I don't pay attention to what I kill. I just kill it. I actually can't read that on a small screen. It's gone now. Oh well. Sure, it wasn't important. Collect enough bits. See, these ones now have shields. They're diabolical.
Yay.
Yay.
Because I thought it was too easy before.
Get back here. And she'll gone. Ha! Except my aim is crap up close. Shoot! Ow. Oh god. Health low. Health low. Run away! Ah! Damn random rolls of numbers to designate what I hit when I hit. He's dead. Ooh. And just like the first game, droids have their own med kits, which are called repair kits, because med kits wouldn't work on a droid.
That makes sense.
Yes, that does make sense. They thought ahead. Also, I think we picked up a mine, which means we can blow this door open now. Because utility droids apparently know how to demolish the door. Hey, it's that other droid, our friend, who's dead.
It suffered irreparable damage.
He's going to the scrapyard. He's going to Silicon Heaven. With all the toasters.
It's calculated, isn't it?
Or whatever. I just wish...
Calculated to go there, and the
I just wish
photocopiers
Talky
that go to
Toaster
Silicon
was dead.
Hell.
That toaster is really irritating.
Now, Silicon Heaven is where the calculators go.
I was just wishing...
And
I was
Silicon
just
Hell is
wishing...
where the photocopiers
I was
are.
just wishing Talky Toaster was dead. Because that toaster is irritating. I know he was meant to be, but it's still irritating.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo
Some more
hold
logs.
until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives. Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the
Who
work shift and
indeed?
3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip?
Why do mining droids know how to repair a
The
ship?
hangar was
Fuck
to be
it.
locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
You
Looks
wouldn't like
those
me
droids
when I
got
enact
Seth
full
working again,
override.
even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice locked, maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one. If we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide
Hey,
their
what's that over there?
astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that.
Dun dun
Someone
dun.
with something to hide.
And
That
rolling
Jedi's
credits.
got a lot of questions to answer.
That was my it's like booting up the internet on a dial-up modem. This is.
There's a whole generation that won't know what that sounds
I
like.
miss that sound. That's an amazing sound.
I'm not sure "miss" is quite the word you're looking
There's
for.
a charm to it. And then someone would ring and. Ah, shouldn't have gone. Days before broadband, when you could be on the phone and on the internet at the same time. That was like revolutionary when that happened.
It really was.
Oh my god. Back in the days before YouTube existed, when watching video on the internet was basically impossible. Days before Flash. Everything around
For
quick cut.
Facebook.
Yeah, well, that's probably a better time for Facebook and Twitter. And social media in
Google
general.
only just turned 19 years old.
Who remembers Bebo and MySpace?
I remember Bevo.
I never had one, but I remember it being the thing in school where everyone had one.
I didn't have MySpace, I had Bevo.
I didn't
do
either.
remember Bevo.
I started at Facebook and actually got one. Still remember us in the computer at school playing Age of Empires on the network. We got really bored. Take 2. Done. And now we're on the upper floor of the fuel depot. force field we can't do anything with. Ah. Open the emergency exit. Done.
I do quite.
He'll be fine.
Do you know what I liked about that? We got subtitles for him.
I love it, but they don't tell you what he's saying. It's
How
just
long
beep,
have you
beep,
been
beep,
a
boop,
Jedi?
boop.
Must be tough. You know, no family, no husband. Hey, I wasn't trying.
You were, you knew it. Send to fuck with me.
Hey, what do you know? A little cargo senator came through.
Hey, that's an insult to cargo citizen. My dad was a cargo citizen.
Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining place. Are you? That
Hell
is
yeah.
after it came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there. You're either really brave or really crazy. Or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. Be careful.
Well, I am a Jedi, so...
The correct response to anything like that is you must be this, or this, or this.
Not that
I like you.
or anything.
You just go
Just don't
yes
want me trying to
and
get
walk
this lock
off.
by myself. I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
What kind of crappy mobile phone network are we on? Oh. Onwards! And I'm going blue for some reason. All the way back. Through the corpses, which must be starting to reek now. Ah! Through here. Into the mining tunnels. Yay.
Can you read me?
Ah!
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Peragus
It's like
fuel
Metal Gear
depot.
Solid. How do I get video over my ear?
That explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down. Will do. And be careful down there.
I'll be fine. Do. And huzzah clothes! And some shields.
Find the emergency
And now we
supplies.
have clothes. Ah!
Damn it. I mean, good to hear it. No sense in you running around half naked. It's distracting. I mean, for the droids. But there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroid.
This guy is just...
Survey gear is designed to spot and protect you
Relentless?
against sonic mines. And the safety
Yeah.
harness is helpful if you try to disarm them.
It's even weird when we get into his backstory.
Yeah, it's like a military issue energy
That
shield
takes a
system
dark
designed
turn.
to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers.
Aren't
It won't
lasers
last
technically heat?
forever.
Fuck it.
Certainly not against multiple laser hits, but it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of droids.
Oh great, a battalion. That sounds fun.
Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining.
I think he kind of mentioned that already, didn't he?
See if you can
Well,
find
he has
the tunnel
short-term
by the main access
amnesia.
shaft.
He forgets what
That'd
he's
be
just said.
governing intelligence.
Do you know how big a battalion is usually
A lot.
consists of?
A lot.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Going how much? How many?
Between 300 and 800 soldiers,
Well, that's a large variation there.
Watch where you step.
typically.
I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines
Oh
down
my
there.
god.
Don't run unless you have to. It makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey...
Yeah, whatever. We're out there. Or I could just go around them. Oh, auto pathing. Ah, that's a lot of droids. Not quite a battalion, but there's 4. We're getting there.
4?
We're getting there. It takes a while.
That's a fire team.
Is that the technical term for 4?
Yeah, well, between 3 and 4, the typical numbers for this military unit of that size is a fire team. Between 3 and 4.
After that, it becomes a band. Then it becomes an orchestra.
Well, it's fire team, squad or section, then a platoon or company, a battalion or cohort, a regiment or brigade, a division or legion, corps, a field army, an army group, or a region/theatre.
I think just the goddamn fucking whole army. That's the final. That's everyone's. That's.
They don't sort of. It's not kind of either that one ends and the other just sort of continues. Looks like one of them was surrendering there for a minute.
No, there's also repair droids, the little balls you see flying around. Repair the droids! It's really irritating. And they explode when you kill them, so you want to be not near them when they die. Although if they explode near the droids, I'll take them out with them. See? That was also great. Ah, on fire!
Fire!
Why does that droid have a flamethrower? What part of mining requires a flamethrower?
But Sean, it's a return to our old favourite, you being set on fire.
Start in the centre of 4 at some point, we'll just like getting on fire. Really low res fire there. Stupid droid. Alright, how these miners just carry around chemicals? Ooh, credits. Delicious credits. So I can buy a drink when I'm out here. That alarm isn't shut up in a minute.
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move
just like Uncle Owen and Armburu. Although I suspect that was probably flamethrowers. Which you never saw the stormtroopers use after that. That'd been awesome. Pull that flamethrower. Worth it. A lot of droids up ahead. Try to find my little repair one. Have a grenade! Oh, that exploded nicely. Also, shields are useless against melee weapons. Unless you have a melee shield, then it's good against melee weapons.
Right.
Normal energy shields, which are good against blasters, don't work against melee weapons. Whereas specific melee shields do work against melee weapons. Or melee, depending on how you want to pronounce the word. Hitting things. Also, we leveled up. Epic, you level up to. So I stand there in the grey void. Still can't get the healing power, that's annoying. Ah, the effect mine. Essentially the Jedi mind trick.
You're getting close to something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on it.
Ah, Star Wars architecture. Always giant pits.
If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
Epic camera work. We're back. We're done. Onwards. Just ignore droids. I wonder if that tunnel goes through the entire asteroid. And comes out the other side. That's how we get around quickly.
It'd be an effective means. The gravity would actually slow you down, so you could.
You come out the other side. And unlike doing that on Earth, you don't have to worry about the core. I don't think the asteroid's big enough to need that kind of transportation. Some asteroids are massive. Whoa, turn off the pink shields of justice. Also, I hacked the droids so that they're no longer attack me. See, they're friendly now! He's putting his hands in the air. Waving as I go by. Friendly droids.
Yeah, sure he is.
Shut up, he's my friend!
What are you doing down there?
Whatever you say. I didn't say anything, did I?
The containment
Droids
fields in
don't
the mining
abandon
tunnels
you
are
like
shutting
people
down.
do.
get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels.
I'm guessing that's
I
a
may
bad
be able to
thing.
keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Goodbye, droids. Well, they're all dead. Oh, it's broken. I don't have any mines to blow it open with. Ah, there's the turbo lift. Inwards. And off to the fuel. See, now we're in the fuel line. We've crossed over the facility and we enter by explosion because we have to. It's in our contract.
What contract?
The contract I have with Michael Bay. Everywhere I go, there's explosions.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve. Answer. The Captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended...
Is this,
No, it's not HA-47.
I know it's not him,
He
but...
said the word meatbag yet.
It is such a long, dull story.
Is it what?
Not terribly relevant to
Sort
our
of the equivalent.
No, HA-47's in this game. He'll be coming out later.
Explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
So here's your backstory on what happened.
It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master. Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious. Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold. Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
Droid was a really bad line. If you couldn't tell.
Following the
Yes.
unusual set of coincidences that led to the
That's why he rolls his
failure
arms,
of the
too.
Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master. Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure. Explanation. believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty. Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress. Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer. Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi. Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty.
You weren't wrong when saying a lot of this was talking.
Yeah. But I like HA droids, they're always fun talking.
But it is part of my function to know such information.
Protocol droid, totally.
Interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles.
Emphasis on the word terminate.
Clarification. Apparently my vocabulary has suffered some damage, Master. I meant terminating any potential hostilities. Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this. 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly. Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility.
Flawlessly?
Herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems. You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level. I do not know, Master. Ironically enough, any miner that fled to the dormitory level to protect themselves from the droid explosions would find themselves in a gas.
Was this his handiwork, by chance?
What would ever give you that idea?
I don't know.
That he called his time destinations flawless?
Honestly.
Honestly. Not that I like to brag.
Do you think he's doing it because he's annoyed at the market value?
Yeah, he is partially that you're worth more. I think he just rebattled Lane. Which for an assassin droid, stupid thing.
But such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
You're worthless. I mean, I care for your life.
Warning.
Can't take you out of the packaging, then you're in near mint condition.
Facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation. Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code. Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good. Condescending explanation.
Droid's giving me sass.
The console governing the droid.
Condescending explanation.
I love some of them. They're great.
Is voice printed.
We get to later in the game where there's an entire section of the game which is HK-47 versus the rest of the HK droids, and the conversation is gold. It's HK-47 talking to himself, basically. Just passive insults.
I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics. Condescending explanation. Oh yes, Master. The code is maintenance control, voice print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless. Answer.
The old voice lock
Master,
puzzle.
you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
There's nothing suspicious about that droid at all.
Nothing.
Nothing. So yeah, we're gonna solve a voice lock. In the same way you always solve a voice lock in these things.
Mm.
By getting a really good impressionist.